There is a hurricane on the horizon. It is coming. Hurricane Milton is on its way. It is Tuesday night right now, and it's supposed to make landfall, I think, Wednesday night tomorrow. So a lot of people are fleeing Florida, and Stay Spiritual here, trying to stay on top of all things culturally relevant. We're going to take a look at this Dylan Page news forecast regarding this. So anyway, let's take a look.
Okay, things are starting to look real creepy in Florida. We're seeing eerie videos of black SUVs driving around neighborhoods with megaphones urging people to leave immediately. We're seeing traffic cam footage of the roads out of Tampa Bay just stacked, while the way in almost empty. We're seeing huge rows of cars lining up to buy sandbags. We've got the Tampa mayor just absolutely not mincing her words.
And I can say without any dramatization whatsoever, if you choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you're going to die.
Wow.
And when you have meteorologists being brought to tears, you know it is time to pack up and get out.
It's an incredible, incredible, incredible hurricane. It has dropped 50 millibars in 10 hours. I apologize. This is just horrific.
And now Hurricane Milton has become the 5th most intense Atlantic hurricane on record, with winds of 180 miles per hour. Stay safe, guys, and I'll keep you updated.
Now, this is a little bit different for us. We typically don't do like these news forecast ones, but I was, as I was scrolling and looking through the news on this and people's reactions and the people that live there, it was interesting to see what some of the people had to say. There were people that were like, man, we just went through a hurricane. We had to clean up the mess from that one. We're just getting back on our feet. And then this is coming. And they're like at their wits' end. And I could even see them like looking up into the skies like, why me? Like, why me? People like totally distraught. Like, and they're even saying like, get out of there. And there was one woman who was like, I got 5 kids, 3 dogs, chickens in the backyard. What am I supposed to do? I can't afford a plane to get out of here. And the freeways are packed. And they got like a day and a half, 2 days to get out of there. And they weren't anticipating this. It's interesting to see the meteorologist there, because he's like, for watching him, I feel like I'm seeing more of like a fear, like that happened way faster than we were all anticipating. Like, so with all the global warming, climate change stuff that's always being talked about, now with some of these storms coming in, I think they're starting to see the reality of the world that we're living in right now. So, just that looking up, that why me? Why God? Looking for some meaning in all of this. I don't know. It's tough, because sometimes it can feel like nature's picking on you. It can sometimes feel like, God's picking on you when nothing's working out.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you got to say on this?
I would say listen to them and get out of there if you can, as quickly as possible. Try to get out of there and get somewhere safe. I definitely empathize with the why God sentiment at points in my life.
Yeah.
Where you're like, what is going on here? And then, sometimes it's so bad that you look around to other people for some comfort. And even there, you're not met with compassionate faces all the time. But then that is an opportunity. Everything is an opportunity, of course, because if you do get through this, on the other side of that could be all the opposite of the things that led into it.
Yeah.
If you're open to how life can change, as human beings, we're very resilient. Just, scientifically speaking, we're very resilient. And in that resilience, in the brighter day that eventually breaks through, is elation. And then all of a sudden it was all worth it when something you could not have foreseen positive happening actually does happen.
Yeah.
That's will ascend you all the way to the stratosphere and happiness.
Yeah.
But you got to go through this scary, tough time first.
Yeah.
You know, and so good luck.
Yeah.
Blessings be on everybody who's trying to get out of there. And then batten down the hatches wherever you get to. Be safe, and then hang on until that brighter day comes around. You know?
Hey, and the thing too is it hasn't even hit yet. You know, it may not be as bad. Hopefully, you know, like a miracle takes place and it dies down. When terrible things happen, like, and whole communities can be blown away, there's a chance here for, you know, other good things to happen. Who knows what happens after this? Maybe everyone in the community comes together, you know, hand in hand, and they rebuild. You know, and they build camaraderie and friendships, and, you know, new things are formed. Maybe someone's life changes and they decide, I'll take this event to move somewhere else where they start a new life. There's many ways to look at it, right?
It's impossible to know. Flexibility becomes a virtue in times like these.
Yeah.
Because it is impossible to know the way in which things will come around. There are events so low in my life where I was just lost in confusion. I don't know if you've been there. I don't know if anybody watching this has, but I have. I've been in despair so deep, I didn't know what I was going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do from this place.
Yeah.
And it's not that case for me anymore. You know, I know, like, I get pretty passionate in my ranting and ravings on this thing, but I'm so grateful that I made it through some of those times. And those were times that, if you asked me at it, would have been marked by God has abandoned me. I'm fucking abandoned here.
Yeah.
And then I got through it. So it is possible to get through. The human experience is wild.
Yeah.
And it's got some crazy highs, and it's got some very challenging lows.
Yeah.
Godspeed, good luck to everybody.
Yeah. Well, we'll be keeping watch. Hopefully, you know, there's some good that comes from this, and hopefully it's not as bad. So, you know, if you liked our reaction, guys, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this with a friend, and everyone until next time, stay spiritual.